Hello, families, and welcome back to our iDiversity series where we help expand your perspective with books about diversity and cultural differences. My name is Miss Wynn, and today I will be reading the book Keepunmuk, Weeachumun, Thanksgiving Story by Danielle Greendeer, Anthony Perry, and Alexis Button. This book has helped me open my heart and mind because it has taught me a new perspective of Thanksgiving. My hope is that you will find your own personal message in this book. Before you begin, this is the tale of the harvest feast shared by the newcomers and the Wampanoag people in 1621. The newcomers arrived in what is now Plymouth, Massachusetts, and colonized the ancestral homeland of the Wampanoag tribe. At the time of the first Thanksgiving, many tribes lived in the same area. They are often known as Indians or Native Americans. In this story, we call them First Peoples because they are the first to live on this land. The Wampanoag people have taken care of their land and tended their gardens for at least 12,000 years. And Wampanoag people hunt, fish, and raise the three sisters: corn, beef, beans, and squash. Over time, First Peoples developed deep knowledge about the ways that many plants, often called medicine, help bodies and minds stay healthy. I love your garden this time of year, said Maple. Me too. What should we pack for lunch? No kun mus asked. How about crab apples? Maple suggested. No, choke cherries, Quill shouted. Those are both good medicines. No mus said. How about some Weeachumun as well? Yes, Maple replied. She is such a good big sister to beans and squash. The three sisters, they grow together, Quill added. You're right. They feed people all over Turtle Island. No mus said. And they have many stories to tell. Can you tell us a story? Quill asked. How about the time Weeachumun asked our Wampanoag ancestors to help the pilgrims? No mus replied. The first Thanksgiving? Maple asked. Some people call it that. No mus said. We call it the Keepunmuk, the time of harvest. Here's what really happened. One frosty fall, a long time ago, a large boat with white sails approached the shore. Seagulls circled above the boat, squawking, New people are coming! New people are coming! Hearing the news, Weeachumun stretched her weary ears above towards the sky. Who are these new people? She asked. 2 winters has passed since many of the first people who cared for the Weeachumun passed on the spirit world. For those not taken by sickness and found new homes to ease their heavy hearts and rebuild their lives, Weeachumun feared that this winter could be her last and called upon Fox for help. Fox looked up Weeachumun. Should we trust these newcomers? He asked. Stay close and watch what they do, Weeachumun told Fox. Fall turned to winter. Weeachumun and other plants fell asleep. Fox watched the newcomers come ashore. He watched as they made their way into the forest. He watched as they entered an abandoned Weeachumun. He watched them take a cooking pot and a basket of Weeachumun seeds. Don't take us away, the seeds cried. We are waiting for the first people to come back in the spring to prepare our beds. We must grow first. But the newcomers could not hear the seeds. Their ears did not know the voices of the land. Fox watched the newcomers build homes on top of the empty village. He watched as they searched for food, but they could never find enough to eat. Many of the newcomers lost mothers, fathers, brothers, and sisters during the long, cold winter. The first people watched as well. News traveled fast among nearby tribes that newcomers had arrived. No one was sure what to make of them. For many years, others had traveled across the sea to hunt, fish, trade. Some were friendly and some were not. These new people seemed different. They were here to stay. Winter turned into spring. The sun warmed the earth. The newcomers continued their search for food. Weeachumun awoke from her long slumber and thanked the Creator for another season. She and her sisters, Beans and Squash, pushed through the ground and reached toward the sky. Fox returned to share what he had seen. The newcomers are hungry, Fox told the three sisters. They took Weeachumun seeds, but they don't know how to help them grow. Other animals came to hear what Fox had to say. We should help, Weeachumun said. I agree, Bean said. Our home is their home now. I think we should too, said Squash. Help people grow us. We must help, Deer said. We agree to feed the people. In return, they care for the home we share. I wouldn't, said Fox. The newcomers don't know our world. Sometimes new people can seem scary, Rabbit said. The Creator tells us to help all living things. That's how the world works. Yes, Duck and Turkey agreed. It's settled, said Weeachumun. We will send the first peoples to help the newcomers. Over the next few nights, Weeachumun sent dreams to the first peoples with a message. Bring me and my sister to the newcomers. They're hungry and need help. The first peoples listened. Their leader, Osamequan, visited the newcomers. He could see that they wanted peace. Osamequan introduced the newcomers to Tai Squan Tum. Spring turned to summer. Ti Squan Tum showed the newcomers how to raise Weeachumun and her sisters, Beans and Squash. He taught the newcomers how to feed fish and seaweed to Weeachumun to help her grow. Soon, Weeachumun seeds pushed through the earth and climbed toward the sky. Beans wrapped around Weeachumun's strong stalks. Squash stretched her vines across the ground, keeping Weeachumun's bed cool and moist. Summer turned to fall, and Weeachumun smiled as the newcomers thanked Tisquantum and the first people for their help. Keepunmuk, the time of harvest had come. The newcomers prepared a feast to celebrate their first year in their new home. They fired muskets in celebration. Boom, boom, boom. Osamequan warriors and other first peoples arrived. They feasted for 3 days. That meal changed both our lives forever. Many Americans call it a day of Thanksgiving. Many of our people call it a day of mourning. That's different from what we learn in school, said Maple. It was Weeachumun and the others being of the land, sea, and sky who made the newcomers' first harvest possible. That's right, Nokomus said. That's why we pray before we eat. Well, what did the newcomers and our ancestors eat? Nokomus, Quill asked. Many things. Skokotosh, duck, turkey, rabbit, deer, lobster, fish, pumpkins, cranberries, boiled bread, and nasop. Nokomus said. All this talk about food is making me hungry, Maple said. Let's go make us some lunch then. Nokomus laughed. and we'll enjoy every bite," said Quill.